Welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment.
Wow, wow. What an episode. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the cast members will be looking at the edits of this episode and literally being like, what the hell went wrong? Because the episode was just melody show. Let's call episode 1. It's not called Arrested Redevelopment, it's called The Melody Show. That's what I'm gonna call this episode 1. But anyway, guys, welcome once again to our channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button down below to subscribe. Make sure you like. The more you like this video, the more YouTube recommends it to a lot of people. And also make sure you click on the subscription button down below to subscribe to this channel. Now, let's go ahead and talk about I just want to come out here and do a mini, tiny review about this episode. The main thing I want to talk about is the Martell and Melody stuff. Now, a lot of things were going on, and I kept on asking myself, what the hell is this? The things that were coming out from Martell's mom and his mother, shocked. You see, when people have characters, you ask yourself, where do those characters come from? I'm not sure. Because the way Martell's mom talked, it's enough for me to understand where her son's thought of reason. Because if you grow up with that kind of mentality, if you grow up with that kind of thinking, you see people tell you that's how things should be, of course you're gonna be having that attitude. Of course you're gonna have that kind of mentality. It isn't hard at all. Now, they talked about the arrest and the way Martell was like, it was just I sent her a text for her to stop bullying me, And the mom, I like, you guys. Martell's mom was trying to protect her son, but she was in a way also failing in the protection of her son, because he is saying that it was just one text message. She is saying it was text messages. So which one should I believe? Was it a text message? Was it text messages? Because I feel like the two of them were saying two different things. His mom is saying that the arrest was for text messages, and Martell was saying it was for a text message. So whom should I believe? Was it for text messages, or was it for a text message? And I believe, as I said in the video I did earlier on about the situation, that there is no way the police would literally file a case over you and justify your arrest over a text message. Even if, hear it, even if it's over a text message, that means there is a volume of things that has been said on that text message. I've been just seeing where a text message carries a lot of volume. Like the text message comes and you're like, "Woo, I'm downright drained." So even if it was for one text message, the way Martell always keeps on saying, it was just one text message. It was just one text message. Even if it was just one text message, Martell, let's be truthful. Sometimes a text message can carry a weight of 1,000,000. The question that should be asked of you is, what was in that text message that was reasonable enough for the court, for the police to feel like, yes, you needed to be arrested, yes, you needed to be in jail, and you needed to answer for it? That should be the question you should be answering to us. What was in that text message? How hefty was that text message for them to say, yes, they see reason why your ex-wife should feel unsafe with you? Now, he did show us a text message in the episode. And I was like, what followed after was that he was he then said, oh, I did show her a picture. Literally, it's a picture of you telling her that you were going to post this thing, which the truth, let's ask ourselves, who will be happy? I feel like if I have a boyfriend and I feel, or I have a husband and I feel protected with you, and I decide to do a video with you, and maybe tomorrow it doesn't work out between us, then you use it to literally, let's say, blackmail me, or according to Martell, let her know that you cannot bully me. That's what he said. He's trying to let her know that you cannot bully me. And when does using bullying to fight bullying became a thing? Because he's saying that Melody was bullying him, and that's why he said they send the text message. But when she was bullying you, you never showed us the text messages of the bullying. Now show me the evidence of the bullying. You can't come outside and tell me that someone is bullying you. And you know, when people bully people, we see bruises, we see the signs. Where is the signs of the bullying? Where is the text messages that prove the bullying? Where is everything that would say, okay, fine, Melody is guilty of that bullying? You keep on mentioning the bully, the bully, the bully, the bully. What is it that shows that she was a bully? Where is the evidence that shows that she really was a bully? I would take that. But you're not showing me that. Even in the text messages, you did not show me the text messages that before, like the messages that was before. That's to show that the Melody's messages that was in a bullish manner. You never showed us that. You only showed us the message that you sent to her. Now, if you claim that she's doing all these things, you always just say, oh, Melody is doing all these things, but we never see them in reality. We never really see the evidence. But your own case is different. We see the evidences. Things have been said about you, and it is showing that those things did happen. You did really send that text message to Melody. You did really send a picture, a seductive picture to her, saying that you might probably use it against her. She felt like, I am dealing with somebody that is unhinged. Who knows? Probably tomorrow he might really be doing that. So I feel like I need to care for myself. I need to protect myself. I need to protect my privacy. And that's why she went to report you, because in her own opinion, I need to protect myself. As far as it's reported, there's no way he can do anything about it. There's no way he might post that if it becomes unhinged. And the way Martell's mom was like, be a man. What does it take to be a man? That's the question I want to ask Martell's mom. What does it take? What is the responsibility of being a man? Because if she gets to answer me that question, I would understand where she's coming from. Because she kept on hinting, be a man, Martell, be a man. You can't just allow somebody bully you. You know what that was giving me? It was giving me that, oh, of course you're my child. Of course you're like somebody, like you're the apple of my eyes. Of course I'm going to support you, even in stupidity, even in uselessness, even in badness. I would support you. That was what it was giving me. Because your son said he sent his ex-wife a picture that was in a suggestive way, and you are here standing on it saying, oh, be a man. Is that what men do? Use a video of me and you when we're a couple to threaten me. Is that what men do? Because I don't understand the perspective that Martell's mom was coming from. The amount of time she told him to be a man, I kept on laughing and cringing. And the way Martell was like, my children needs a father. And the way he made it look as if the father was much more important than the mother, I was like, no, everybody is important here. Mother, father. But doesn't take away from the fact that some fathers can be very useless. Doesn't still mean that as much as if child needs a father and a mother, and if the father is a useless one, they still need for that person to be in their life. That does not mean that. I do have a father. I had a mom. I lost my mom. I do have a father. But in truth, I live my life like I don't have a father. And he lives his life like he doesn't have a child. Would he come tomorrow, or will people come tomorrow and say, oh, you still need a father in your life? A father that doesn't know what I'm doing. Like, if literally something happens to me tomorrow, he doesn't even know. He doesn't care. So him making that statement, oh, the children needs a father. I was looking at all through the conversation that Martell was having with his mom. I was like, now I do understand. Now I do understand. And I was on Twitter during when the show was airing, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, how do you get?" A lot of people were like, "Why? How do you get somebody arrested over some text?" And I asked myself, and I'm asking you guys, if you guys to put it on the comment section if what I'm saying is wrong, or if you feel like what I'm saying. I haven't been married. I never been married, but I've dated. Now I want to put it out here. A lot of people were on the on Twitter saying that why would you arrest somebody over just some text? And that should not be enough. That the only reason why you should arrest somebody is probably if it's like stalking, domestic violence, and everything. And I'm like, I have to take a breather because something always starts from somewhere. Somebody becoming unhinged, somebody doesn't just become a criminal in just one day. Something bad doesn't just happen in one day. Somebody doesn't just change in one day. It's an evolution. It's a circle. It starts from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. And if you cannot identify it when it's in 1 or 2 or 3, it might be too late when it gets to 10, and you'll be like, I didn't see it. Now you are seeing the signs. Like when you say you're seeing the red flags and you are avoiding it. Of course, what is going to happen? It's going to get worse for you, and you are the one that is going to suffer it. Like when you're seeing a red flag and you jump over those red flags and jump into the relationship or the marriage, whatever that comes from it, it's your fault. Not like I'm blaming anybody, but I'm saying that it would be like you saw the signs, but you went in there. So everybody feeling like Melody shouldn't have arrested him over some text messages. Ask yourself, how long should you wait for your situation to get bad before you take a charge? Because you say just from just ordinary text messages, right? Tomorrow it will be something else. From ordinary text messages, from sending selective text messages, and maybe he sees that doesn't bother you, that doesn't get you anywhere. It will get to a situation of where he's stalking you, following you about. Then it will get to a situation of probably him thinking about doing bad things to you. That's how things graduate. People that become stalkers, they don't become stalkers overnight. They have to meet the person. They have to get to know the person. They have to be close to the person before it becomes a stalking case. So should you wait for it to become bad before you take charge? Because I just want to talk about it because I saw a lot of people, a majority of people saying that she shouldn't have arrested him, or she shouldn't have made a case over text messages. Now I'm asking this question. Please, guys, put it on the comment section. Go on the comment section and tell me, when should your situation get bad enough? Whether we're dealing with your friends, dealing with your family, dealing with your exes, how would your situation get bad enough before you take charge and say, no, I can't allow it? I can't allow my situation to get like this. I can't allow my situation to remain like this. How bad should your relationship, or how bad should your situation be for you to say, I'm not going to allow this? Because every one of us is quick to judge. That's the truth. We are all quick to judge. Even I myself, I'm quick to judge. But the reality of it is that most of us will not know how to react if we are the same people on that shoe. I don't know how I would react if I was in Melody's shoe. I might do worse than she's doing. I might have gone overboard than she's doing. I might have gone I might have gone to the mental state. I might have run mad with the situation I am in. Nobody knows how you react. Nobody, absolutely. You don't know how you react to situations until you are in that situation. We can only be looking at them and being like, oh, wow. So this is how you reacted to it. But the truth is, we don't know how we react if we are the ones in that situation. And I want we all to look at that. I'm not saying that the kids don't need their father and mother in their life. Of course, kids need their father and their mother in their life. I would absolutely love for me to have my mom and my father in my life. But unfortunately, it's not like that. But it doesn't also mean that because you want to have a father and mother in presence in a child's life, means that yes, you have to be with a bad one. You have to endure with a bad one. It doesn't have to be that. And you can literally see that Martell looks like we are all calling Melody a vindictive person, right? But watching this episode, the way he was talking with his mom, tell me what you feel about it. Because for me, I saw a very vindictive person. The way he was just like, I could feel the flame in his head. He was literally, I don't think he expected Melody to go this far. Let's be true. The way he was talking, I don't think he expected Melody to go this far. But the thing is that people don't expect people to do anything because until you push them to the wall. I know I've been in a situation where when they pushed me to the wall, I reacted. Even the person doesn't believe my reactions. So he did not expect Melody to do that. Martell's mom did not expect Melody to do that. And the way she put all the blame on Melody is comical. It's really funny. It's something to laugh about. How would you put all the blame on Melody? What happens to your son taking a portion of the blame? The man didn't deserve on his own. There were two people in the marriage, not only Melody. There are two people in this situation, not only Melody. And Martell said he wanted to go to the police. He went to the police station to pick up some document. What document was he going to pick up? Like, it's giving, Melody said it was giving suspects. And I'm like, okay, it's giving sus too, because I'm like, okay, all of a sudden he just decided that he wanted to go pick up some. What exactly is those documents he wanted to go pick up from police station? He needs to tell us what those documents are. Because all this while he's not going to pick up the document, then suddenly you're with your kids, then you remember that, oh yeah, I want to pick up some documents. I really watched this episode and I was like, wow, you literally told the woman you're going to expose her secret, intimate. Nobody, I mean, nobody, male or female. This is not only for female, male or female. Nobody likes being exposed in that manner. Nobody, male or female. Nobody likes that. And you threatened to do that. And you expected her to sit back and relax and feel like, fine. She has a certain level of fame. So she has to protect herself and not make that situation go worse than it should be. Then we also have the fact that, because this way I'm gonna end it, wrap it up very soon, because we're gonna be coming live later on tomorrow to talk about we're gonna be having a panel review with Shop Reality TV and My Girl Living for Your Girls. We're gonna be here talking about the full episode, having a panel chat about it. So make sure you join us tomorrow to um talk about the full episode and have a panel. Everybody will give their opinions because I'm sure that every one of us will have different opinions about the situation that happened in the episode. So join us then. This is just my own personal opinion. But the fact that Melometers were taking shades today, like we had Destiny coming for the Melometers, talking about the fact that the Melometers are very, very, she didn't even say middle-aged. She said elderly women that don't have anything going for their life and they just want to make trouble. So she doesn't like the Melometers and she doesn't like how the Melometers. I'm beginning to wonder, do the hate for Melody stem from the fact that she has the Melometers and not really from the fact that Melody is really doing anything bad, but because of the fact that she has this fan base that are really, really dedicated to her? I'm beginning to think that most of the hate they have for her, it's not because she's a bad person. It's not because she's ever done anything wrong to anybody. But I feel like the hate they have for her is coming from the fact that she does have this family, because the way they spoke about the Melometers was giving, okay, something is going on. Like the way Latisha was so strong on the Melometers, I'm like, okay. The way Destiny especially was like hitting, like they have ill feelings over the Melometers, I'm like, okay, this is giving me that you guys really don't like the Melometers and there's something wrong somewhere. Absolutely something wrong somewhere. And so it shows a lot. And the fact that you watch this episode and see how they played out talking about the Melometers, then they showed the event when the Melometers were there cheering for Melody. Ooh. Carlos, I'm gonna give it to Carlos. As much as he does love my DC and Detroit, he does a good job when it comes to Huntsville. Although sometimes I don't usually be liking the things he does, but when it came to the editing of this episode 1, he did an absolutely good job. The way he was transitioning between Melody's story and the way Martell was telling his story, that was perfect. And the way he transitioned from Destiny and Latisha talking about the Melometers and shading the Melometers to the event with Melody was absolutely gorgeous. Like I can imagine me having to shade somebody. I can imagine me talking about the Melometers in a bad way. And we actually also had Masao, which I think my latest video, I put a video about it talking about Marcel coming for the Melometers. I'm sure he knew that this was coming. That's why he talked about the Melometers in that manner. And imagine you doing all these things, talking about the Melometers, just for you to see this. Like, I would say this: everybody has a fan base. Latisha has a fan base. Destiny has a fan base. No matter how small they are, Masa has his fan base. Martell has his fan base. No matter how I feel like he has issues. Maurice has his fan base. Kimmy has her fan base. Every one of them on that show has their fan base. If you feel like your fan base can do it for you, Stormy has a fan base. Nell Fletcher has a fan base. If you feel your fan base can do it for you, pull up, like do your things, run it. It's not hard. Melody knows her fan base will do it for her. That's why she's doing it. Every little show that we have on this, like every TV show, everybody has a fan base and they always put their fan base to do what they want to do. That's why it's called a reality TV show. There's no reality TV show on this planet Earth that doesn't come off with people having fan base. And yes, fan bases sometimes can be very, opinionated and, kind of harsh. But that's what makes the show. That's what makes it interesting. Now, the only thing is for you to do enough things for you to make yourself being loved enough for you to have the biggest fan base. And at the end of the day, let's be real with ourselves. Whoever has the biggest fan base is always the winning party. Let's be truthful. Whether be it in reality TV shows, reality TV series, movies, musicians, actors, whoever has the biggest has the biggest fan base is always the winner. When we have shows like Love Island and the rest, when we have shows like Love Island, when you come on Love Island, the biggest person that has the biggest fans is always the winner, except if there's something that happened, maybe the person didn't couple up with anybody, then the person gets to go home. But if you have the biggest fan base and you are in a couple, no matter how issuing, if there's an English like that, if no matter how your relationship has issues, as far as you have the biggest fan base, as far as people love you a lot, you are winning the show. So it's high time the love of marriage husband castmates will understand that logic, that it's not Melody's problem, and it will never be Melody's problem that she has the biggest fan base from the show. If you feel like her fans are like that, work on your own fan base to be like that. Make your fan base love you enough to behave the way the Melometers behave when it comes to anything, when it concerns Melody. That's just what I want. I'm just going to say. And we're going to wrap it up here for today. For now, make sure you join us later today, tomorrow, Sunday, for the panel review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 8, Episode 1, where we'll be having we'll be chatting about every single thing, every single topic, every single sentence, every single word that was said on the show. Make sure you join us then. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like this video. The more you like, the more YouTube recommends this video to other people. Don't forget to click on the subscription button. If you're new here, click on the subscription button down below. And for those that have always subscribed to my channel, thank you for watching my channel, loving my videos. I appreciate it so much. We'll see you guys later tomorrow. Have a nice day, guys.